Hi, welcome back to the channel. So here we go then with another scent war. So let's get straight into it without any delay. So we're going to start, as promised, with some new fragrances on the market. So first one then is BB Ghost of Tom. I mentioned this earlier in the trailer. BB Ghost of Tom. And just to make this interesting, we're going to use some air fresheners. Now, obviously, air fresheners are just air fresheners. They're designed for one purpose, to freshen the air. So we're going to see which one lingers most, which one doesn't. So I'm just going to pick these as they appear. So we're going to try BB Ghost of Tom. It's obviously a eau de parfum against Tesco Spring Fresh air freshener. See what happens. So there we go. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Oh my God. So am I. Let's do it. So, see what happens. Yes, it's really happening. Eau de parfum versus an air freshener. Now that's very interesting. So, Tesco Spring Fresh air freshener. Spring Fresh. You can smell it. It's lingering around very nicely. But so is BB Ghost of Tom. It's really holding its own. Now, I know Ghost of Tom by BB has a lot of different accents. It has there's a bit of musk in there, but there's a lot of woody accents. A lot of woodies in there. A little bit of fruit. A little bit of vanilla, perhaps, in there too. Yeah, but the top notes, you can really see it's really hanging around there. You know, it's doing its stuff. But then so is the Spring Fresh. Which one is fading? Which one? I'll try them one more time. So that's the Tesco Spring Fresh air freshener. Let's see. Well, yeah, it's like a spring garden. So let's try BB Ghost of Tom again. It's really hanging around there. But I mean, this is designed eau de parfum. It's designed to be part of you. So it's not designed to hang around in the air too long. It's just designed to be part of you. Right. Well, unfortunately, Tesco Spring Fresh air freshener, that's their own brand. It's nothing special. It's just very cheap. It's about $1.99. But BB Ghost of Tom is still there. So I'm going to give that to BB Ghost of Tom. It's quite a nice fragrance too. It's hanging around. I wouldn't recommend buying that. That's Tesco's own brand, and it's pretty naff. We don't use it. I just use it for Scent Wars. So BB Ghost of Tom wins that one. Well done, BB. Next up, we have this is quite new as well. This is by Mugler. It's Alien. Um, this feature, I did an unboxing where this actually featured. I think it was Glossy Box. Um, as I think it was, and we're going to put that up against. Let's see, Glade Relaxing Zen. There we are. Glade Relaxing Zen. This is from B&M. This is their own brand. Um, just as a disclaimer, we're not sponsored, or I'm not sponsored on my channel by anybody, any of these brands. But hey, if you're listening, give me a call, you know. But we're not. These are all purchased by us. So here we go then. Glade Relaxing Zen against Alien by Mugler. You'll remember Alien. So we'll give that spray first. There we are. Wow, well, that's got top notes straight away. There's a bit of vanilla in there, a bit of caramel, woody as well, and something else. It smells like rose, possibly. Yeah, rose, I think, and a bit of bergamot there too. Let's see what the Zen does. Relaxing Zen. This is by Glade. I think that we sort of know what to expect from Glade. Yeah, it's basically a Zen. It smells like a Zen garden, a Japanese garden. It's quite nice. We'll try the Alien again and just see if it makes a difference. That's sort of it's still hanging around. But these I find with gravity that these just sort of they fill the air for a short while. It's more of a mask than a practical solution. You know, sprays don't generally linger around; they fall to the ground because of gravity. You know, gravity eventually will have its say, and it'll all disappear. Let's see. Let's try this again. Yeah, it's still hanging around. So which one is still there? Which one is the nicer? Let's try them both together. So I think, yeah, I think, I mean, talk about an alien. Yeah, I think the alien's got it. I mean, this is from B&M. This is it's a nice smell, but it doesn't really do the job for me. It's their own brand anyway. It's bottom shelf. It's not a it's it's an interesting concept. Um, Relaxing Zen. Mm. No, I think Alien wins that one by Mugler. So that's that one. Next, we're going to try. This is again Glade Sensual Sandalwood and Jasmine, and we're going to put that up against a brand Eau de Parfum. This is Angel Elixir Eau de Parfum.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I didn't ask you. That was Alexa. So Angel Elixir Eau de Parfum is you've got caramel in there. You've got woody scents. You've got um, a hint a hint of vanilla, a hint of something else, maybe chamomile. But it's a nice scent. But it is fairly new. Anyway, let's see what happens when we put this against Glade air freshener. So here we go. There we go. Well, yeah, you've got jasmine, sandalwood. Together, they're absolutely revolting. Together, I mean that's supposed to be an air freshener. Mm. Now, from a previous scent war, I seem to remember Angel was very nice with gold orchid, but with against Glade, sensual sandalwood, and jasmine, it's pretty foul. Together they're horrible, and that's not nice at all. It's like uh, it actually smells together. It actually smells like old socks, sweaty socks at that. No, yeah, they don't go well together. But separately, yeah, I'm gonna have to. These air fresheners are not brilliant. Um, they're bottom of the range. I'm gonna give that to Angel. I think again. Yeah, so these air fresheners are not much cop. Okay, next one up. This is again by BB. This is the other room. Now I know I've used BB before, but I haven't used it um, separately. Uh, in fact, no, the other BB I used, um, it was a slightly different make. It's a slightly different name. But this is called the other room, and I don't want to have to be in the other room um, to use a play on words. I hope this is nice, and we're going to test that against this one. This is B&M again. It's Spring Blossom Fabulosa. That's a play on words. Room spray. This cost about 99p. So let's give it a go. So BB in the other room. Right. Yeah, that's pretty cheap air freshener. Let's see what happens with BB. Right. Well, you know what? BB the other room. It's very it's very woody. Um, you know what it reminds? It reminds me of Faces of Francis actually. Liberty Faces of Francis. That volcanic island in the middle of the Mediterranean. It's that same vibe I'm getting. Yeah, there's a lot of colours in there. A lot of woody colour. There's a lot of woody colours and scents. A lot of fire in there too. Um, Lots of wood, caramels, um, maybe coconut. Let me try them together. Again, here we are. Okay. Yeah, that bog standard air freshener is no, it's cheap rubbish. That really is. That's Someone's just flavored an aerosol. That's cheap rubbish. Horrible. Ugh. Smells like a student's underpants or something. Ugh. Ugh, dear me. It's a sort of sweaty socks or something. It's horrible. Ugh. Yeah. Together. Yeah. But I think BB the other room on its own. On its own, it's a lot of similarities with. I mean, in the other when I used it in the other scent war, um, I wanted to be in the other room, away from it. Uh, but it depends what you spray it against. I've changed my mind a little bit on it. It's yeah, the BM the B and M air freshener is like old sweaty socks. It's horrible. It's got right up my nose. It smells like an old a student's bed room. Excuse me. Oh no, I didn't. It went up my nose. Oh dear. I think I need some of that ice cream in a minute. Oh God, yeah. But I've changed my mind. BB the other room. Um, yeah, it's very similar on its own. On its own, um, to Faces of Francis, one of by Liberty. It's got that fire. It's got that wood again. It's only when it's with something else that it smells foul. But I'm using it again. I'm growing quite fond of it. It's um, yeah, it's a lot like Faces of Francis. So I'm giving it another shot, but not my favourite. But it's has similarities. But I still want to be in the other room. Use a play on words. I'll give it to BB, but it's not my favourite. But there are similarities with Faces of Francis, only slightly though. But it's with that it still smelled like a student's bedroom, old sweaty socks and things. Ah, yuck. Right now we're down to um, this is by Sephora Commodity Book Plus Parfum. Um, this should have um, a nice kick to it. It should have bottom bottom notes of I think it's vanilla as I remember. Then you have um, a sort of uh, neutral sense with a little bit of caramel, a little bit of wood, um, maybe a little touch of vanilla in there somewhere. So quite stable scent. And then in the heart of it, you've it, it peters out a bit, um, but it makes you feel good. It gives you a lot of warmth, a lot of sensuality. And we're going to pit that up against Gold Orchid by Febreze. Now this is one of my favourite air fresheners. So we'll see what happens. Here we go. So we'll spray the Gold Orchid first, which is really nice, really nice. And that's going to go up against this one. So here we go. Yeah, there's a yeah. Together they're really nice. That doesn't surprise me. This is like a Zen. So Gold Orchid and the Commodity Book One by Sephora really nice together. Really nice scents. This is almost a draw. Yeah. But you can it takes you on that journey of sophistication. This one, Sephora, but it doesn't surprise me because Sephora is a very, very good brand. Yeah, so that's nice. I'm going to give that a draw between those two. Very sophisticated parfum and a very, very nice air freshener, and together they're really nice. So that's a draw. And the last one we have is this is from Fresh and Fruity. This is Nest New York Indigo. This was part of the Cult Beauty edit, and that's going to go up against White Jasmine. So we'll see what happens here. Obviously, Fresh and Fruity, it's going to be exactly what it says. You've got the indigo, you've got the raspberry there, um, a little bit of caramel in there too, and with the freshness, you've got some bergamot, um, but maybe a little bit of woody with the fresh as well. So it's Fresh and Fruity versus White Jasmine. Here we go. So we'll do the White Jasmine first. All right, White Jasmine is a very common scent. Right, unfortunately, together they're foul. That surprises me because I thought White Jasmine. Oh yeah, they're not good at all. They're actually quite stale together. If you go to both together, there's nothing good about them together. But separately, I think the indigo is going to win this one because the White Jasmine it's not even putting up a fight. Yeah, White Jasmine's horrible. I think it's an acquired taste. You either like it or you hate it. That one. So together they're foul. When they're mixed, there's no nothing at all when they're mixed. That they just totally clash and it's foul. But yeah, no good. The Febreze White Jasmine that doesn't even hold its own. So I'm going to give that to Nest New York Indigo Fresh and Fruity from the Cult Beauty Edit Collection, which wins. So the eau de parfums outdo the air fresheners, and why is that? Why do we think that is? My own personal view is an air freshener, say Tesco Spring Fresh air freshener. Okay, sorry Tesco, that's bog standard. That's their own brand, and that's designed for one. It's designed for one thing. It's obviously to try and freshen a room up. You just spray it. You know, apparently it removes odors. Um, I disagree. It doesn't. It's a bog standard one. I think it costs a quid or something. Bog standard air freshener, and it's pants. That's all I can say about that. Sorry, Tesco, but it's rubbish. Now, with eau de parfums, these are obviously designed to be upon you, and they're designed to give you a lift, give you a sensation of oneness with the smell. It's supposed to make you feel better, make you feel good, and if you put them on the pulse points, obviously around your body. It's supposed to be this is for example, Fresh and Fruity from the Cult Beauty collection. I liked the whole collection of Fresh and Fruity. Um, because it wasn't overpowering. Um, each scent had its own individual notes, and each scent had its own personality, which is nice. And it might be a personality that suits your personality, and that's the difference. If a scent normally has its own personality, and it has its own way of life, and it has its own way of making you feel good. And if others approach you and they like to stand next to you without being repelled, then you know that whatever you're wearing is pleasant enough um, to keep that concept going, and it makes you feel good about yourself. Um, the exception to that rule for me is poison. You may or may not have heard of it, but poison is one of those scents that when you um, it's for it, it's when how can I describe it? Somebody has punched you in the nose, and it stays there, and you can't get rid of it until you go out into the fresh air. That's what poison, the eau de parfum, uh, smelt like. Um, it used to come in. I mean, it's been going for years. It comes in a round receptacle, and it's one of the strongest and most pungent um, uh, things I've ever smelled, and um, it gets inside your nose and it won't let you go. Um, Hence poison. Some people like it. I think it's revolting. It's the most revolting thing I've ever smelled outside of CS gas, or if somebody passes wind. If somebody got into a lift wearing poison, I get out the lift. But if somebody got into the lift wearing Nest New York Indigo from Fresh and Fruity, I'd stay in the lift, and that's the difference. It either repels you or it doesn't. But that's yeah. I like all of these particular ones I've chosen. The Sephora is very nice as well. That's pretty special. I'm giving BB the other room another chance. It's not my favourite, but uh, um, I'd still stay in the other room, so to speak. It's not too bad, not too bad. Um, Angel, very nice as well. BB Ghost of Tom, that's new. Um, that uh, that was pleasant. That was pleasant, and that's the difference. Um, but yeah, bottom line is if something is pleasant, um, then it makes the person who you're talking to feel good, uh, and it makes you feel good because you know that they like what you're wearing. And as I said, each perfume has its own individuality, its own personality, and if it matches your personality, all the better, in my view. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that scent war. There's plenty more where that came from. I will be doing others soon. Um, I'll also be putting a rather relaxing film up that's been taken from my back garden, footage from my back garden, featuring lots of birds, the odd squirrel here and there. It's just a relaxing zen type feeling, a relaxing video. If you like wildlife and you just want to sit with a coffee and just watch the birds fly in and out, doing their thing, I'll put a bit of music to it. That's something that's coming up. I'm also doing another comedy soon. Um, I'm you all liked my last character, and I'm going to do something else very similar. Um, so all that to come, plus a lot more besides. So if you like this particular video, please subscribe to my channel. You know what it's all about now. But if you've watched it at least once, if you like this particular Scent War, please give it a thumbs up. And all it remains me to say is be kind to each other. Kindness always repays kindness. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully my clicker will turn my video off. So bye for now, everyone. Have a lovely evening. Come on. Come on. It's not going to work. No, I'll have to do it manually. Okay. Take care.